Hi, my name is Connor Sykes. I'm currently 22 years old and I'm part of the engineering team on Avro Vulcan XH558. I'm also an aircraft systems engineer for BAE Systems. My interest for aircraft began at a fairly early age. My father, Tony, was an electrical engineer in the RAF and used to work on things such as Canberras, Jaguars and more famously, the Red Arrows. I first saw the Vulcan on a tour that my dad and I went on in the summer of 2013. At the time, the aircraft was undergoing a major service. I had always been interested in engineering, so naturally, seeing engineering diagrams placed around the hangar as well as the crew working on the aircraft during the tour sparked a new interest and curiosity in me for the field of aircraft engineering. My role with the aircraft began in 2016, just after the final flying season. I was able to get involved with the aircraft in a multitude of ways. I was given great training on how to write and present a tour of the aircraft, and frequently got involved with events and working in the shop too. This provided me with a great way to not only build my confidence up, but also to develop key skills that would last me a lifetime. This involved problem solving skills, using my initiative, alongside more practical skills such as preparing and delivering presentations. Having seen my avid interest for the engineering of the aircraft, Taff Stone, the lead engineer on the aircraft, took me under his wing and would frequently talk me through diagrams, any work that was being carried out on the jet, and also how the different systems worked. In the summer of 2018, I was asked to become one of the maintenance engineers on XH558. Having good knowledge of the systems, this gave me the opportunity to put it all into practice on a live airframe, allowing me to develop great practical engineering skills and experience. Alongside working on the aircraft, I obviously had my GCSEs and A-levels to consider, and I carefully picked them in a way that would allow me to have a career within the aviation industry. With the extensive knowledge and practical experience from Vulcan to the Sky Trust, I felt that studying an aerospace engineering degree at university simply could not compete with what I'd learnt at Vulcan to the Sky. So instead I opted to study a Bachelor's of Science with honours in Physics with Theoretical Astrophysics. This taught me some other key elements such as computer programming, thermodynamics and fluid mechanics that underpin some key aerospace engineering principles. Upon the completion of my degree, I applied for the role of aircraft systems engineer with BAE Systems. Out of nigh on 20,000 applicants for only 1,000 roles, I was lucky enough to secure one of them. The skills that I've learnt with Vulcan to the Sky have proved to be invaluable for my career. Over my time with the engineering team, I have gained a vast, in-depth knowledge of all aircraft systems, such as propulsion, fuel, hydraulic, electrical and mechanical systems. From how an individual component works and functions within the system, to how the whole system operates, and I can also now interpret and read complex engineering diagrams and both diagnose and solve complex faults on the aircraft. My role at BAE Systems is to design, test, develop and integrate new systems onto aircraft such as the Hawk, the Eurofighter Typhoon, the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, and the GCAP Tempest program, along with drone and helicopter technologies. Overall, Vulcan to the Sky allowed me to achieve the career of my dreams. I honestly don't think that I could have achieved such a job without them. With this in mind, I wanted to give something back to Vulcan to the Sky, so I became part of the Education and Outreach program, where I used my story and my knowledge to inspire other young people into studying STEM subjects, more notably with Doncaster UTC and the North Star project.
Hi, I'm Lisa Wyld from Doncaster UTC. I'm a teacher of engineering and I also have an additional role of employer-led learning. The UTC aims to provide a curriculum that's both academic and practical based. We try and provide opportunities for students to work with potential employers, and the aim is that they will develop their employability skills throughout their time here. So Vulcan to the Sky Trust has worked with us since our very beginning. They've been involved with us with numerous employer inputs and engagement. We've had visits to the Vulcan site where students have been able to explore the aircraft and speak to the experts, which has really helped engagement. We've also took part in Dr. Fleming's ejector seat competition, where our students have had that input and were lucky enough to go on and win that, and are still actually continuing to work on that outcome with additional companies' help. And then our sort of big collaboration is the North Star event. So our students develop a STEM workshop with Vulcan to the Sky Trust and deliver that to hundreds of students who then get to benefit from that. By working with Vulcan to the Sky Trust, our students at the UTC have been able to use their STEM knowledge that they've gained in the classroom and apply it to real-life challenges. They have been able to engage with tasks and develop all the skills needed for industry and when they go into the real world of work. The skills developed during these events and employer interactions definitely enhance our students' experience and ability to innovate, time manage and communicate with confidence. This gives them the clear advantage when it comes to their next steps of either applying for an apprenticeship or other qualifications. Being partnered with Vulcan to the Sky Trust has been really exciting and really enjoyable for our students. They want to get involved, they want to participate and they want to succeed. This year our students are working on a STEM workshop themed around flight controls. They've been creating different designs and prototypes to develop their ideas. They are using a mix of design and manufacture skills within the engineering department and using machines such as center lathes, 3D printers and laser cutters. Within their team, they have assigned each other different roles and responsibilities, and our older students have taken on the role of project managers. The Doncaster UTC and Vulcan to the Sky Trust collaboration has been hugely successful for everyone involved, and we really do look forward to our next ventures. The sky really is the limit.
I'm James Beighton, Development Manager at Skills Street. My role at the moment is working with business, education and community to create a world of work learning venue to inspire the next generation for work, both across South Yorkshire, locally, where we're based here in Rotherham, on site at Gulliver's Valley Theme Park, and nationally to look at broad skills areas and skills needs to stimulate the pipeline of talent into multiple industries. My background as a business engagement professional was working in higher education to help businesses really tackle long-term recruitment struggles, from tapping into graduate talent, apprenticeship talent, or work experience, freelance, part-time work, and vocational activity at a local university. That quickly led me into an environment where I understood that businesses were struggling to find a long-term solution that sticks to skills gaps, skills needs, skills shortages. Locally, looking across South Yorkshire in particular, we have a significant community of SMEs, of charities, a huge voluntary sector, and a proud heritage and history around manufacturing, engineering, making, mending and moving things. That requires a technical skill set that often falls beyond the classroom. We have pupils coming out of school at secondary education who have never experienced practical learning, who've been in a classroom learning English, maths, science, humanities, core subject areas across key stages of curriculum that inspire to a certain extent, but nothing quite like that practical experience of understanding what the world of work really is. So at Skills Street, we have an opportunity to do something unique. We're building a practical learning venue that is multidisciplinary, that will go beyond local skills needs and into national demand. So engineering, manufacturing, construction, health, care, civils, food, retail, aviation, travel and tourism, many sectors featured in Skills Street mean we have an opportunity to do something different at all key stages of education, right from age 5 years and up across primary school, thinking about scenarios, role plays, how do we bring subject areas to life. Then into secondary school, thinking how does that early experience be reinforced into a decision that helps people choose options at GCSE level and beyond. The thinking beyond school at 16, if the informed opinion of the vast majority that will come into Skills Street has been shaped by a practical learning experience, the likelihood is people will progress beyond 16 into full-time employment through different routes, into further vocational education, through apprenticeship routes, through work-based learning, or even into further study at post-16 and into university degree level education. So what we're trying to create is a balanced view of training options and pathways into industry. The best way for us to do that is for us to work with industry to deliver, co-design and co-shape that experience with us. So this is a really unique opportunity for industry to grasp the possibility of educating earlier and inspiring young minds to explore careers beyond what they even thought would be possible or a reality locally here in South Yorkshire. Walking into Skills Street, visitors right from early years and school age will be met with 15 industry sectors, 15 industry zones on a fake high street known as Skills Street. So walking up Skills Street, the experience will be activities, engagement, 45-minute, hour-long sessions linked around careers learning, but built into subject areas and curriculum at different key stages. So there'll be a food zone, a retail zone, a construction zone, a heritage zone, Vulcan to the Sky Trust zone, and an aviation offer and a travel and tourism offer as well in there. The Skills Street site is well and truly under development. We have 50 metres long, roughly 50-60 metres wide of space that's designed to exhibit careers, local and national skills needs. Hoping to be finished early next year with school groups coming in on site and 16,000 school-age learners impacted by Skills Street in its first operational year. So on leaving Skills Street, visitors will be equipped to understand what careers and industries are prevalent locally. Why heritage? Why aviation? Why manufacturing? There's so many lessons we can learn from all stages of the manufacturing process, from design to engineering to performance to physics. Working with charities and organisations like Vulcan to the Sky Trust will mean we can bring that learning to life and help contextualise careers, relating heritage and history to modern day principles and practice. This is supply chain, it's automation, it's robotics, it's digital, it's creative. It's careers around aviation, manufacturing, and understanding the importance of that to the future identity and skills landscape of our region.